Hey, this is the Judge Board 365. As you can see, I'm driving. Okay, I just want to have a chat with you people. Okay, so naturally, I go for any form of exercise. But these days, I'm focusing mainly on jogging and walking, and today I've just done 15 Ks jogging. Can you believe it? I've done 15 Ks jogging. Okay, so I drove 20 kilometers out from Wanamo. I'm in Wanamo, so I drove 20 kilometers out to Timboon. Right, some of the names of these towns, man. So I drove to Timboon. By the way, I'm in Victoria. This is Australia, okay? This is where I am. Maybe wondering where I am. This is where I am, okay? So I drove to Timboon, and then in Timboon there is this rail tracks which I love to walk on. I love to jog. You know, sometimes I even take the dogs there. It's amazing. It's an amazing place, okay? So this is not what I want to talk about. Today I want to talk about injuries, right? How do you avoid injuries when you train every day like I do? How do you avoid injuries? Have you ever had an injury yourself? If you have ever had an injury yourself, please put something in the comment section. Tell me about what kind of injury it was, what happened, and then how did you recover from that injury? Because injuries can put you out for good, man. Injuries can put you out for 6 months, 6 weeks. Okay, it can put you out for a year. You know, this is not a joke. This is something that's gonna put you on the sidelines for a long time. Okay, so the reason why I'm talking about injuries today is because I want you guys to be smart. I want you guys to avoid injuries as much as possible, okay? So the question is it possible to train every day and not have an injury? The answer to that question is yes. Yes, it is possible to do that, okay? But there is a certain way you need to do it, okay? There is a certain skill that you're gonna need to attain for you to be able to go without injuries for a long time. Right, so if you ask me a question, have I ever had an injury? The answer to that question is yes. Okay, 2 months ago I was supposed to go to Melbourne. Okay, there was a marathon in Melbourne, and I planned for it. I planned for it for weeks. I was training. And the last week, I just pulled up a muscle, okay? I had a hamstring. Hamstrings are cruel, bro. They are cruel because I could not jog. I could not do a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do. And the timing was wrong. Timing is everything. Timing for that hamstring was wrong because it was just about the time that I was supposed to go for the Melbourne Marathon. So I ended up skipping that marathon, which was quite disappointing to me. So disappointing, man. I had all my friends and all my people go and do the jogging while I was on the sidelines, man. Okay? But do I have regrets? No, I don't have regrets, because once you have an injury, you're gonna need to recover, man. You're gonna need to be on the sidelines. You see, don't force things. I'm one person who doesn't force things, right? I want things to flow naturally. Whatever I do, naturally. I don't force things. Once you have an injury, you're gonna need to recover from it. Okay? You're gonna need to recover from it. Okay, so there are so many ways you can recover from your injury. One of my friends, one of my boys, he had a knee problem, serious knee problem. So he has been nursing that knee for a long time. He actually went for a knee replacement, a total knee replacement. He said that's how terrible it was. So I've been seeing him in the gym, in and out of the gym, okay, trying to recover from that. And you have to work with the physios, and you have to work with all these people so that you can recover from it. Okay? So other light injuries like just muscle tears and stuff like that, you can just rest it up for a few weeks and probably you'll start feeling good. Okay? So the other thing to know is, please, you need to make sure that your nutrition is right. Make sure that the food you eat is right. You need to make sure that the food you are taking is nutritious enough to help with your recovery. Okay? If you ask me, because I do a lot of gym, I do a lot of weights. I lift weights. Okay? If you find me in the gym, I am on the bench press. I'm doing squats. Maybe some other day I'm doing a gym class. Okay, I just mix things up. But what do I do for recovery? Maybe that's your question. For recovery every day, I use, I will tell you what I use. I use protein shakes a lot. I use protein shakes. I eat a lot of high protein diet. Okay, I eat a lot of high protein diet. And then I just make sure that every food, everything that I putting into my mouth is nutritious. Because this is what you need. You're gonna need to have nutritious meals, man, so that you can recover. Okay? So is it possible to train every day? Every day. Is it possible to train every day? Hard. The answer to that question is yes. It is possible. Every day it is possible to train hard. But what you just need is don't train on the same muscle every day. If it's gym, the other day I'm doing legs, the other day I'm doing arms, I'm doing my chest the other day. Okay? And then the other day I'm doing something different. So you can see me in the gym every day, but I'm targeting different sets of muscles. Okay? So for jogging, if you ask me, jogging, I jog a lot, okay? Sometimes I do it 5 days a week, okay? But I don't go hard. When you do that, you're gonna need to go slower. Okay, you're gonna need to do maybe short distance like 5Ks every day. 5 kilometers. So 5Ks every day is not a big deal. It's something that you can manage. 5Ks, you can manage that. So I think I just answered your question. And people are different. People are so different. So please do not start doing your jogging knowing for sure that you have not built momentum. Momentum is one big thing that I always talk about. Okay, you need to build to the occasion. You need to build to that level where you can actually do it consistently. Okay. There was a time when I had an injury right in my chest here. Okay. I was doing bench press and I was going hard. I was in New South Wales and I was going hard, so hard, man. Some of the weights that I was lifting, they were just, man, too big. And one day, it only take one day. I'm in the gym and it's just like I went on a bench press and then I have these 2 dumbbells, so big, man, right? And then I tried to lift it up and all of a sudden I felt like my muscle just cracked, like I feel like a crack in the center of the chest, man. That's not funny. That is not funny. Lucky enough I just managed to drop it down. I can tell you I was out of the gym for some time. And even when even when I went back, I was not doing chest anymore. Chest, no. You know, for a long time. So please, you need to take this seriously. Okay, make sure your training is not gonna lead you to an injury. Your training is gonna be sustainable, because if you get an injury, you're gonna be on the sidelines for a very long time. Okay, so make sure your nutrition is right, make sure your mind is set, your mind is right. Okay, so I just parked my car here. I think I'm gonna get out of here, but you people, you know what, don't give up. I'm here to cheer you up. Okay, so this is the Judge Bold 365. I'm out of here.